back to the Bearded Touchline, the football podcast where debates flow, laughs come easy, and passion for the beautiful game takes center stage. This is the place where we cut through the noise, bring honest opinions, and of course, plenty of banter along the way. I'm your host, Neil Sones, and today we've got another brilliant lineup of voices that you tackle the biggest stories in football. Back with us on the show are two familiar voices. First, a proud Newcastle supporter whose black and white passion is impossible to miss, Ashish Homble. And alongside him, Sujoy Amanna, a die-hard Barcelona fan. Sujoy brings his unique insights and passion for the game, and we are thrilled to have him back. To the both of you, thanks for joining me back on the Bearded Touchline.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah.
Nice
Perfect,
to be here.
perfect. And making his debut on the Bearded Touchline tonight, we've got a true Barcelona loyalist. He's the kind of fan who doesn't just watch Barca, he lives Barca from tiki-taka to the Camp Nou nights. It's in his DNA. He's got strong takes, plenty of passion, and I know he's going to bring some real energy to the conversation. Stefan Amanna, welcome to the show.
Hey man, thanks for having me.
Perfect,
Nice to
perfect.
be
So
here.
it's brilliant to have all three of you. But firstly, let me start with Ashish to thank Ashish to give Liverpool the title, man. Thank you so much for signing the deal, the 130 million deal to let Isak go to Liverpool and literally handing them the Premier League. We discussed if this would happen or not, and eventually it did. So, what's your take on that? Do you think you guys have handed Liverpool the Premier League this season?
It's not that straightforward. I mean, they should be favorites. I mean, the team that they've got now and the squad in general, they should be favorites. And Isak, I mean, you're going to get 20 goals at least from him. Luckily, he's not started today, so that's one game less. But overall, I think they should be strong favorites now to win it. But Arsenal has
Yeah.
started off really well, so I think Arsenal will give them a good run for their money this year.
So you think it's going to be between Liverpool and Arsenal, or do you still believe in City, even though they lost against
No,
Brighton
I
last
think
week?
it's a 2 hours race for the title, and then the rest will just sort of follow. But the first two will be between Liverpool and Arsenal.
Liverpool and Arsenal, fair enough. I
Yeah,
mean, now coming to the Barca,
I think especially since uh, a title winning team going and spending and signing players for like in excess of 300 million, that's got to be, I
Mhm.
mean, putting down the marker in terms of the title race. But like Ashley said, yeah, man, I think Arsenal are right up there. They've made a lot of shrewd signings, a lot of good signings.
Mhm.
Even the signing that was frowned upon, Madueke, people were trolling them a little and stuff like that. He was, ironically, the best player on the pitch yesterday, along with Zubimendi.
Yeah,
So,
for now, Madueke was an ex-Chelsea player, man. I mean, we sold him for 50 odd million, which is a good deal for Chelsea. But coming back to Isak, I think Barca were also sniffing Isak maybe for next summer. Stefan and Sujoy, do you think you all would have gone and paid around 130 million for him? Maybe
no
not
wills.
130. No,
No,
I don't
no,
think
no,
so.
but
no ways, no way. I mean, I don't think
would.
Barca even have the money or, the more than the money. The money is fine. Barca don't have the wage room to accommodate an Isak. I mean, they struggle. We saw it this year where they struggled to even register Juan Garcia, the goalkeeper, and Rashford.
Mhm.
And they were struggling to meet the La Liga's 1:1 salary,
Yeah,
rule. And I don't think Isak was ever a you know legit
prime
option for
target.
Barca. Yeah, I don't think it was ever a legit option. It was more like a dream signing, more like a hopeful scenario. And
Mhm.
in any case, I don't think once Isak threw his toys out of the pram and stopped going for training, Eddie Howe also said in his statement that their relationship changed. So I don't think he was ever going to stay for one more season in any scenario. I don't think
Yeah,
that was.
absolutely. But do you think he would have been the perfect replacement for Lewandowski? I think Sujai mentioned that day that he was like he already wanted Lewandowski out last season. Do you think Isak was had the profile to actually start up front alongside Yamal and Pedri?
I mean, on paper, probably. He
Mhm.
checks all the boxes that a Barca striker, I mean, would need. He's mobile, he's good between the lines, he's good at facilitating play, not just scoring, not just a target man up top. But
Mhm.
I mean, Lewandowski, I agree with Sujoy on one side where he's aging. I mean, he's clearly in decline. But the man still scored 40 odd goals over the
Yeah,
season.
makes
So,
sense.
I mean, any player adding 40 odd goals, I don't think there are a handful of players also that can score 40 odd goals in Europe. So, I mean,
Mhm.
he's ticking over nicely, but in the big games, games where we need to play, especially in a time where we need to play 3 games per week, we can't rely on Lewandowski reliably, week in, week out to put in, 90 minutes every game. But yeah, I'm sure. I mean, we'll be looking at striker options next year because his contract is up and he's not extending. I don't think we are
Yeah, I don't
extending his
think with
contract
his
next year.
age.
So prime target right now is Julian Alvarez, from Atletico Madrid. So I don't
Wow.
know if
Wow.
that happens or not, but yeah, let's see what happens there.
I mean, let's see who they replace Lewandowski with. But the one player that has been replaced, I mean, for Isak is Nick Walter-Made. Ashish, he already scored in his debut game for
Yeah.
Newcastle yesterday. Are you excited? I mean, he was a very good prospect for the under 21 Euros for Germany. Do you think he's a good replacement? How many goals are you looking to get from Nick Walter-Made this season?
See, that's difficult to say. Also, I mean, I watched the game yesterday. It was a nicely taken goal. It's a nice
Mhm.
cross by Murphy, but
Very good header. Yeah.
yeah, he had to do a lot of work. I mean, get the power, move away from the defender for that. So that was a good finish. I mean, what I did notice is that he comes in quite deep. Wants to, sort of get the ball and then play people in. So he maybe Eddie Howe might have to change the style of play for Newcastle and then probably have Gordon and Elanga running off
Mhm.
of Waltemada's balls. But depends. I mean, if he gets to 10 also this year, I'll be quite happy if he gets 10 goals.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So coming from Newcastle to City, and I want the Barca boys to actually speak about their former manager Pep Guardiola. All right, City 4 back-to-back league titles, and I know Stefan and Sujoy have always backed Pep, but do you think he's getting a bit stale now? I mean, the smaller teams are coming and bullying City. What is happening at City? They don't look like the Pep team like they were. Do you think players are phased or like Kevin De Bruyne, Silva has gone out? What do you think is happening with City?
I think I'll let Sujoy take that first before I uh, give my opinion on that.
Are this season. I think they are going to do very well because that vision phase happened last season.
Mhm.
In good signings, the squad is strong. I think this season they'll be right back at it. I think Arsenal have a lesser chance of that. I think this season than the last season. So City are now really in form is what I think.
Okay,
Okay.
so
I don't know. I think, I mean, I agree with Sujoy in terms of their transition. They've been in transition for a season or two now. I think
Mhm.
KDB has been in decline. He's hardly been playing the last couple of seasons as well. But I think I don't think that they'll challenge for the title this season. I don't
Okay.
see them running for the title. I see them being probably in contention for, third, fourth, fifth place because
Mhm.
uh, while Pep, I mean, Pep is always going to be Pep. He's always, I mean, in my books, one of the most
Mhm.
brilliant tacticians and man
Absolutely.
managers in modern football. But I think they're a little throttled by, and the issues run a little deeper. I think Begiristain left City, and he's
Yeah.
always been with Pep. He's always been, involved with recruitment and
The Barca days. Yeah.
scouting and stuff like that. And I think while they've got the right players in, I genuinely think Cherki, Renders, and Eth Nouri and stuff were great signings. They plugged proper gaps in City squad. But I mean, Cherki is also injury prone. There's going to be
Mhm.
a bedding in period. There's going to be I mean, you can't expect all these new players to come in and hit the ground running and gel with each other. And all of that while their main linchpin, Rodri, is, I mean, recovering from an ACL. He's coming back
Just
from an ACL.
phasing.
So
Yep.
I think I mean, City have a top class, world class squad, no doubt.
Mhm.
I completely back Pep to find the solutions and get them clicking and, playing good football back again. But it's going to take a little time. I don't think it's going to be, easy, or it's going to be how City of past, they just
Mhm.
every game, and you knew that the result before they started
Three
playing.
points in the
You
bag.
knew they were
Yeah.
going to You knew they were going to win just by how much was the question. But now I don't think that's the. I think in addition to them taking a little time to get used to, I mean, the new league, the new players.
Hmm.
I think the smaller clubs also in the Premier League have the ceiling, the floor has risen for sure. I think the floor for the smaller
True.
teams, where we see a Brighton and Aston Villa. I mean, although Villa has started, I mean, the worst start I think in across the 4-5 divisions of football, English
They
football.
haven't
But
scored a goal yet, I
uh,
guess. To
yeah, I think I read a stat that they're the only team in 72 English top flight teams to have not scored a
wow,
goal in the first four matches
Oh,
yet. So
that's insane,
that's a
man.
bit that's a little crazy. But I mean uh, the floor has definitely been raised in terms of smaller teams. In fact, I was just talking to a friend yesterday that yeah, till last season in FPL also we used to target these promoted teams, these newly promoted teams.
Yeah.
You should just target the players, the big players playing those teams and captain them, and used to see those teams getting battered 5-0, 4-0, 6-0, and stuff like that. But this season, that's not happening. I mean, Sunderland have started
Sunderland look
very
very
well.
strong.
Leeds have started off very well. Burnley also, while they have not got many points on the board, they are not walkovers. They're not. I mean, they gave
Mhm.
United a run for their money. They're giving. I mean, I think as things stand, when I was watching, I think 25 minutes they were holding Liverpool to 0-0. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a you know fixed given result anymore. So yeah, I think City will. I completely expect them to be in the running for 3, 4, 5. I don't think it's. I mean,
Okay.
people have a short memory in football. They'll call it stale. You'll call it. I mean, it's in a sense justified. I mean, people will say that they're uh not among the best teams anymore. But top manager, top players completely back them
They don't.
over form,
Absolutely
like
makes
class over
sense.
form.
Makes sense. Absolutely. But a yes or no from all three of you. I want to know this. Has before we move from Pep to coming back to Newcastle and the Champions League, I want you all three of you to answer a yes or a no only. Has Pep Guardiola surpassed Sir Alex Ferguson? Stefan, we'll start with you.
Yes.
Yes. Ashish?
no, not for me.
Not for you. There's still, I mean, he's won it in Spain. He's won it in Germany. What will it take for
No,
him
no,
to?
I'm talking only Premier League, only for the Premier League, not his overall career. There's no comparison, but for the Premier League, for me, Alex Ferguson is going to take some beating. Yeah.
But okay, overall as a manager, yeah, I mean, Sir Alex
Overall,
did
as a
not move
manager,
out
I
of
would
England.
put Pep higher than Alex Ferguson.
Okay, fair enough. So that's 2-0 to Pep. So Joy, I think it's going to be 3-0. But yeah, so Joy, your take on this.
Yeah, of course, Pep.
Perfect. So we now know like Pep has surpassed Sir Alex Ferguson. So I mean, we need to get a United fan to actually debate this and maybe counter to what he'll have answered. But
No, I think
coming to
I think the
one,
most apt argument in that favor would be the very famous GIF of Alex Ferguson's fist vibrating in a Champions League final when he was getting battered by Pep's Barca. So I genuinely don't think there's a contest overall. But yeah, like Ashish said, I
okay,
think there's a discussion to be had in terms of Premier
Mhm.
League for sure because Alex Ferguson just had that longevity. I mean, I don't think Pep is ever
Exactly.
going to stay that long in any club. So I don't
Yeah.
think we're ever going to get a definitive answer on, when you're comparing Premier League apples to apples comparison. But overall, as a manager, yeah, I don't think. I think we saw Sir Alex and Pep go head to head
Mhm.
while Sir Alex had his golden generation of Ronaldo, Rooney, and
Players. Yeah.
Vidic and stuff like that. So I don't, Van der Sar, Ferdinand, I don't think, and they were completely blown away. So I don't think there's a discussion there.
So coming back to my next question, and I want all three of y'all to actually answer this. VAR and has football become way too soft? Has VAR improved the game? Like we saw last week with Chelsea versus Fulham, all right. Fulham scored a goal, but then Chaloba's feet was stamped on, and then the goal was disallowed. However, Fulham gave that goal as their goal of the month. Do you think VAR helps football, or do you think it is something that needs to be scrapped immediately? Uh, Stefan, we can start with you. And what's your take on VAR?
Uh, I think my take is a little layered. I mean, I don't think it's a complete, no go and it should be scrapped for sure because I mean, offsides and all that we've seen that there are a lot of
Mhm.
changes in, goals that are scored that, and especially when it's crucial times in semi-finals, finals of a Champions League, you can't have offside goals being given. I mean, that's crazy. So I think there needs to be two layered changes. One is the application of VAR is a little, up in the air right now. They intervene in, you know, fouls that have happened 10 seconds before, 15 seconds before the goal was scored. I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
and like, I mean, I think, uh, like everyone says, I think if you watch anything in slow motion or in, it's slowed down 10x, I think anything looks worse. I mean, anything looks worse than it actually is. And at the end of the day, I have a problem with that because I think football is a contact sport. I don't like
True.
seeing, uh, people giving fouls for, the goalkeeper being crowded or just, both players going for the ball equally. I mean, if there's
Mhm.
no violent conduct, if there's no malicious, intent where your studs up or something, I think they should just let play go on and uh, see what happens. But yeah,
Absolutely.
I think another problem also with VAR I have is consistency. I think because the referees handle it so badly, there's no consistency. I mean, one same foul being given in one game, and then the next game you see the same foul being,
True.
not given, and
True.
a completely opposite decision being given. So I think that consistency needs to be brought in where VAR is concerned. I think it needs to be more black and white. Right now it's very gray. It's very open to interpretation and who the referee in the VAR room is.
Mhm.
And we've seen it multiple times. I mean, we are just 3 games in, and PGMOL has issued, I think, 2 or 3 apologies already for wrong decisions. That's crazy. I mean,
They did it for the Fulham game as
you're
well. Fulham
apologizing,
Chelsea.
but
Howard Webb.
uh,
Yep.
yeah, but you can't have, I mean, points dropped, especially for small teams. They're not going to get those points back, and that could be the difference between a relegation or a survival, and that's little, I think, concerning.
I mean,
But yeah, other than that, I don't think it should be scrapped for sure. I think a different implementation of it, slightly different implementation, and consistency will solve it.
perfect. That's brilliantly said. But Ashish, I want to ask you the next question. Do you think, again, has football become too soft, man? Like one small shoulder push, one late tackle, and players go to the ground, the referee pulls out his whistle, and the game is stopped. I mean, I miss those days when someone like a Balotelli would come and, like put in one leg tackle and, we would continue with the game. Do you think football has become soft? Do you think it's no more a contact sport, even though it is? Do you think players are protected a lot these days?
No, like Stefan said, they have to keep that line where it remains a contact sport. The way they're going, it has definitely become too soft now for me as well.
Mhm.
But they like I just feel they're re-refereeing a lot of things. Let the referee take that decision. The clear and obvious ones is what they were supposed to get into. Those ones you stick to that, but you're coming for a stamp and things like that. I don't think that needs to be re-refereed. Yeah. The guy is seeing it in real time. He takes his decision. Let him live with that one. If it's wrong, it's
Right.
wrong. But to come for almost every goal now is rechecked 10 times to see if
Yes,
there's a foul in the build-up. That's just going to kill the game. So, and then, I mean, the game has gone soft. There's no doubt about that. But there's no need to keep on checking everything. Let it go. I mean, offsides, clear offsides. Yes, obviously, you got to prevent those ones from being counted.
true,
That's about it.
Yeah, I think
true.
I mean
And
I agree with I think one point I really agreed with is especially was the point of every goal being checked 10 to 15 times in different angles. It feels more
yes,
like more like them checking for an error. It seems like they're checking for ways to disallow the goal. They're checking for 10 different
Correct.
ways,
Yeah.
and if nothing else, nothing
absolutely,
stands, okay, then give it. So that's not. I
absolutely.
mean, I don't want to see. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see. It takes out from the
And
celebration of
actually,
the motion of the
yeah.
game and
True,
of the
And,
true.
moment.
We're always in doubt whether do I have
and
to celebrate for this goal or not. That sucks, to be honest.
All right, perfect, guys. Thank you so much for the insights on VAR from Sujoy and Ashish. But coming to Sujoy, what do you think? Has the beautiful game slowed down because of VAR? Do you think football has become too soft? What's your take on that?
Football has become slow, but like Stefan said, I don't think it can be replaced because, as we've seen, uh, it's become historic. The historic moments like Lampard's goal against Germany when he scored for England,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
goal,
That was
that
Hmm.
Robert.
should never happen. So VAR cannot be
True.
replaced. You do need that. You do need a system where that corrects these decisions. But like Ashish said, these small fouls that they are wasting a minute or 2 minutes
Mhm.
on that needs to go. It was meant to improve the game. It is slowing it down too much. For important decisions, I get
Makes
it, like
sense.
goal line and blatant offside moves. It's fine, but contacts in the box and all, contacts during game, VAR checks for those have to be either they have to find an efficient way to speed it up or just do without it. That's also fine because so that's what I feel.
Perfect. I mean, that's brilliant, man. Thank you for insights on that. But from VAR to finally a Chelsea fan actually waiting for Champions League nights. I mean, after 4 years, Chelsea are back in the Champions League, man, and we are playing FC Barcelona and Bayern. But before that, Newcastle faced Barcelona. So, Ashish, to be honest, how bad do you think this is going to get? 3-0,
No,
4-0?
no,
What are your
no.
predictions, man? Be honest. Dude, be honest. Be honest. Like, what are your predictions?
See, it's not easy to go to St. James's Park on for a night game. Especially a night game is very difficult at
Mhm.
St. James's. I do expect Barcelona to win, but I think we'll give them a good fight. I mean, it won't be
Tough fight.
as one-sided as you're suggesting. Definitely, we'll score one goal at least. Now,
In
how many
fact,
Wow.
Barcelona? I would put it.
I am of a different opinion only. I'm genuinely think think Newcastle are very likely to get a result out of the game because, and I'll tell you why also. Like I think Barca have been extremely disjointed in this season. True, they punched above their weight.
Mhm.
They played some crazy brand of football last season, but I think we're struggling with injuries. I think. Uh, Almost 40% of our starting 11, 30-40% of our starting 11 is injured. So we don't have Gavi, we don't have Balde, we don't have Yamal probably, which is going to make all the
Yamal might not
difference.
play. Yeah.
I think he's going to make a lot of difference. And in addition to Frankie de Jong is injured, and in addition to all this, we've also lost Inigo Martinez and Kubarsi was our first, center back pairing. And without him, it's been Flick has just been experimenting as yet in the first 3 games, and we've not yet reached
Mhm.
a solid combination. And I think where Newcastle will cause us problems is set pieces. I think they have Byrne, they have Jolinton, they have Voltemade, who are all, monsters, who are 6'5", six
Lethal.
six, 6'7" also. So, and I think that's a huge mismatch, especially where Barca are concerned. We're
Mhm.
susceptible on the, during set pieces, and I think Newcastle can take advantage and exploit that weakness for sure. And like Ashish said, St. James's Park, going to St. James's Park in the night, it's the first Champions League game. Teams are
Yeah,
still
there'll
not
be a
up to
lot of.
speed, but Barca are
Hmm.
not up to speed as well. And, it's anybody's game. I genuinely think it could be a Barca win, it could be a draw, it could be a Newcastle win as well. I mean, it all depends on game state. I think
Mhm.
who turns up on that day, and especially with
Right.
the international break just being just passing, the international break also just happening. It's anybody's game. I think it's difficult to call, but it'll be a fun game. Like I said, like Barca
Yeah.
games are not,
True.
they're not good for the fans. They're not good for blood pressure, but they're going to be interesting for sure. They're going to make it fun for sure.
Absolutely, man. I mean, but again, you're going to face the Club World Cup champions as well. Finally, Chelsea and Barca meet again. What do you think? Look, I'll be honest. Look, yeah, I'll be honest. I see
You're gonna
Chelsea.
keep saying that,
I
huh?
see.
Club World Cup
I see.
champions.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we won it, dude. We won it. We won it. We won it fair and square. We beat PSG 3-0. I mean, I don't care, but I'm telling you that, and I say it now, 26th November is going to be Chelsea 3, Barcelona nil. Uh, Yamal is going to be
You
in
you take this.
Cucurella's back
I
pocket.
want I want this
Yes,
edited part of this section So then I'm going to post it
Absolutely.
again on in
Yeah,
November.
absolutely. Go ahead. Dude, go ahead. I am telling you, and I say it now. Yamin Yamal is going to be on the in Kukureya's back pocket. I'm telling you, the guy will not do anything. It's at Stamford Bridge. I mean, look at the days when we had Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, dude. We even defeated 10 men. You know, the famous Torres goal. We were without John Terry, the famous kick of behind Sanchez. I am so
The Haram
confident
football
that,
brand
I
that's
can't
playing a
understand
very
how
bad
yeah,
someone
football
can
brand.
be so proud of their
I
dude,
football.
call it call it whatever you want. I do not care. But this season, Chelsea, Barca, Chelsea's getting 3 points from Barca. Stefan, what do you think? I mean, like go for it, Sujoy. Say what you want. Just say it as it is. Do you the guys
I
think Barca would?
I
I'm
think
more
I
interested
think
in finding out whether Chelsea will be able to beat Brentford in the second leg, and then we can
yeah,
come to Barcelona.
yeah. Yeah, I
Sure,
don't
sure,
think
sure.
it all depends on Yamal. If Yamal is fit, I'm telling you right now, I can put my money on a Barca win. There's no way Chelsea's defense can cope. They can't cope against Thiago in Brentford, who's a second-rate striker who no one heard of. I don't think they can deal with Lewandowski,
Fair,
Yamal, and
fair.
Rafinha running at them together. So I think I want this, and I stand by that. I want that part of the section where you said Chelsea are going to win 3-0, and I want to
Let's go.
repost it in November.
Let's go. Absolutely. Give me your predictions, Stefan. Your predictions, and Sujoy. I mean, the Barca boys. Give me your predictions for the Barca Chelsea game.
Too early to call. Too early to give predictions right now. I don't think predictions I can do. I
Okay.
think it depends on a lot of things. On
You're playing
by that
safe.
time. No.
You're playing safe.
There's a lot of factors that you have to when you are seeing a prediction. Who's fit, who's injured, which players are available
Mhm.
at the time. All of that matters. So I don't think
True,
I
true,
can give
true.
you a prediction, but I think I think Chelsea will honestly find it more difficult than you think they will. Playing against Bayern, Barca, and you know, uh, the other teams in the Champions League. It's been a while since they've been here. They are going to have,
True.
you all could rotate your entire squad in the Conference League, but you all can't do that here. You all can't do that in the Champions League. So,
The Conference League is the path.
I don't think, it's going to be easy by any, means, especially because I also don't rate, uh, Chelsea's front line
Safe.
other than João Pedro. I think if Palmer is
Mhm.
injured or if Palmer is not fit, I think he'll struggle to unlock top defenses. Not the smaller teams you'll can still deal with probably, but the top defenses I think you'll will struggle with when it comes to
I mean,
unlocking them without
look,
Palmer.
again, I'm going to say this again. You guys wrote us off when we played PSG for the Club World Cup as well, but everyone knows how that panned out, all right? I am not going to argue on this anymore, but come 26th November, we will be on the same episode and we will discuss how good Chelsea were. And, Stefan can come up with, Yamal wasn't up to his game. Maybe he hired midgets 1 week before the game. There were women that were hired, all those birthday antics. But before we end our segment for today, I want to go ahead and I want all three of y'all to give me your dark horses. Y'all can either say, as a Barca fan, y'all see Barca win the Champions League, but do you think someone like a Tottenham, a Napoli can clinch the title this season, the Champions League?
I see you took my dark horses and used it before I said them, but I mean, anyways, I think Tottenham and Napoli. I don't think anyone. I don't. I honestly, I think like I said earlier, like the floor has risen in terms of smaller teams improving a lot, but I don't think. I think at the same time the ceiling has also risen. I don't think any of the small teams right now can compete to win the Champions League. I don't see any of the smaller teams or teams that aren't regular Champions League clubs winning the Champions League. I see at most I see them reaching the quarterfinals if there is
Okay.
a dark horse. I really like Tottenham and Napoli because I think Tottenham have got a lot of structure under Thomas Frank. They've started the Premier League season really brightly. They've recruited brilliantly. They've got Kudus. They've got Javi Simmons. Van de Ven and Romero are clicking excellently at centre back. They've both humongous presences at the back.
Absolutely.
I think they've got Poro, who's a decent attacking wing back. He's not good defensively,
Wing
but
back.
I mean, but they have João Paulinho also, who was I mean one of the best CDMs in the Premier League when he was at Fulham. I think he had the most
True.
possessions won and dispossessed players dispossessed was really high. So I think they have a really good squad. I think they'll struggle in certain games because they don't have a recognized striker.
Mhm.
So Lanke has not been up to speed. He's not been playing. He's not this thing. Kolo Muani and Richarlison are hot or cold. I don't think they're consistent Champions League level strikers. I
Yes,
think they
like
will
yes,
struggle
most times.
to get goals in a lot of games. But yeah, I think
Mhm.
that team will do well. I expect them to do well because they have a relatively easier Champions League, league phase fixtures as
Running.
well.
Yeah.
They were lucky on that front as well. So I think they'll do well. And Napoli, I think just because I think Antonio Conte usually does well in cup competitions, and I think they've recruited very smartly. They've got De Bruyne, they've got Højlund. Højlund scored his first goal already yesterday. I mean,
Yesterday.
players move from United and suddenly they rediscover their form. So I think Højlund will do well. McTominay is there. Uh, KDB is there. They have a decent squad overall. So I think Napoli and Tottenham would be my dark horse picks for this year.
Perfect. So Stefan has given his dark horse picks. Ashish and Sujoy, do you think there will be a dark horse? Do you think another big European club will actually win it? Do you consider Newcastle as Champions League winners this season, Ashish, or is that too
No, no,
far-fetched?
no. That's too far-fetched. There's no way for that. Dark horses, like Stefan said, even I think even a quarterfinal run is decent enough. But the ultimate winners generally are if there is a big six for the Champions League, it is one of those Madrids, Barcelonas, Bayerns, and
Mhm.
one of the English clubs. So I'd stick with those for the winners.
Perfect. And lastly, Sujoy, what's your take on this? Do we see a new
I don't
By
think
champion,
any
first-time
English,
squad.
Champions League winner?
by English clubs, I think Ashish meant Liverpool and Arsenal and City,
Arsenal,
Of
right?
yeah.
course,
Not
of
not
course.
Chelsea,
Yeah,
not
not
Chelsea.
The
not the
dark
new ones.
horses,
Sure, sure.
not the dark.
Not
Sure,
they're dark
sure,
horses,
sure.
not miracles, not
See,
miracles.
Chelsea are not in the big six for Champions League.
Fine. I mean, I'm going to talk to you guys on 26th November when we first
Let's
defeat
hear
Barca.
Sujoy's
You know,
Champions League winner.
Uh,
I mean,
no, no. I don't believe any dark horses are going to be winning the Champions. I don't think even Barcelona are going to be winning the Champions League. Uh,
Agreed.
Really? Yeah.
hmm.
but
I mean, okay, if
I think
Barca are not winning it, then who are you all considering to be Champions League winners this season? Is it Madrid, Bayern?
No,
Who do you look at? No? Do PSG
right now,
retain it?
no club is performing
Yeah.
actually where they can be termed as champions, or no one is in contention right now. But as the season
Okay.
progresses, only then we can form our opinions. But for now, maybe Arsenal are playing well, but not
yeah,
taking over
Arsenal.
Liverpool.
Arsenal. Okay, cool. I think this season champion will be fun if you consider Arsenal to win the Champions League. I mean, okay. I'm never going to see that be until the next 10 years. But coming to our fun segment now, and I'm going to start with Stefan. You're going to give me your buy, sell, and play. All right. I'm going to give you three players. They're going to be ex-Barcelona players. And obviously, I haven't gone with Messi because you're going to definitely play Messi. So between Iniesta, Xavi, and Neymar, I want you to play one, bench one, and sell one. And all three of you would have a pick on this as well.
sorry, bench one, play one, and sell one.
Yep. Between Iniesta,
Uh,
Xavi, and Neymar.
I think I'll play Iniesta, bench Xavi, and sell Neymar. I mean, I don't I'm a purist in terms of Iniesta. I don't think anyone has ever come close to him in terms of ball control and
True.
big game
True.
performances. I mean, the man literally scored Champions League winners, Euro winners, and a World Cup winner. I don't think anyone's CV gets better than that in finals. And no one could get the ball off him. I mean, even past his prime. So I think that and Xavi, just because I mean, Xavi Iniesta playing together. I don't think any team even came close to getting the ball. Forget beating them. I mean, it was very difficult to get the ball off those two for 6 years. That's why they went back-to-back
Mhm.
Euros and a World Cup. And they had two domination trebles at Barcelona. So I don't think those two are negotiable. Neymar, yes, gave a lot of
Mhm.
flair. He added a lot of bite to Barcelona's attack. One of the legends of our, I mean, probably one of part of the most successful attacking trios in world football. But uh, could we do without him? Could we did we? I mean, we won two trebles without him also. So
Mhm.
I think
Makes
we can
sense.
survive without him. I don't think it happens without
Absolutely.
Xavi.
When you spoke about Iniesta scoring last minute Champions League winners, the only thought I had in mind is was it bloody screamer against Chelsea, man. I always thought
That
that
was not
would
a
go
final.
over the
Chelsea
net.
didn't make the final.
Yeah, it wasn't a final.
He's
No, no, no.
counting
It
semis.
wasn't a
He's
final,
counting the
but
semis.
it 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 wasn't a final,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that was a late winner for you guys, and you all went on to win the
yeah. Yeah.
Champions League that year.
The
But
I mean, he
it was
was
an
clutch. I
iconic
think
goal.
that when you talk about clutch players, I think you don't get more clutch than that. Than having multiple iconic
Absolutely.
final goals and also dribbling, also retaining control, also dictating the tempo of the game. I mean, he was one of the most complete midfielders I think that the game ever saw.
Absolutely. I agree. Ashish, what about you? Who would you play, bench, and sell between this trio?
I would stay with that what Stefan said, and practically for all the same reasons only. I mean, there was
Okay.
Neymar was
Yeah, fair enough. That
definitely
makes a
the
lot of
worst of those three. So,
sense.
and
I know.
yeah, I think between Iniesta and Xavi, I think Iniesta has had a bigger impact for Barcelona than Xavi.
Mhm. Perfect. So, Joy, do you go with the same, or do you have a take on this? Would you play Xavi over Iniesta?
Uh, just to bring a change, I'll say I would play Xavi and bench Iniesta because Xavi for the composure and then Iniesta can always come in and score that 90 plus minute winner. But
Fair,
Neymar
fair,
would
fair,
always
fair.
I mean,
be
mhm.
to be
I
sold.
mean, as long as they didn't say you would play Bojan and bench Iniesta, I'm happy. I think
Bojan's already
that
playing.
wasn't. I mean,
Boyan, Boyan's playing.
sorry.
That's why he sold
Bojan's
Neymar.
playing so that Xavi can put that through balls to the number 9.
Okay, guys,
But
before we call this a wrap,
okay.
yeah,
Okay. Okay, we have one. You also have to answer one. Na the play, sell, start, sell or
Bench.
bench. And
okay.
mine is Lampard, Terry or Drogba. Sell, bench, start.
Oh shit. Lampard, Terry, Drogba. Okay, I'll go with this. I will play Lampard, bench Terry, and I would sell Drogba.
You would sell Drogba?
Rational,
I
rational.
mean, out of, out of Lampard and Terry, I think I would sell Drogba because I think I'm not going to say he's replaceable, but I think Lampard and Terry, I mean, legends. Even Drogba is a legend,
And it's a
but
good
I
thing you
think
bench
those
Terry
two are
because he
so good.
cost you a Champions League. You know that, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That he did.
I mean,
You would sell
2008,
the
I think
player
the
who
night.
got you a Champions League for someone who cost you one.
Again, I mean, you look at what Terry brings into the game. Captain, leader, legend. He is the captain for our club. I think you can't deny that. One of the most
Slip also. I think
successful
you forgot to slip.
products.
You
Slip,
forgot
the
slip.
slip.
Yeah,
He brings the slip.
yeah. All of that, all of that. But before we talk about slips and all of that, before we wrap up, guys, prediction for the Manchester derby. Quick before we wrap up. Sujoy, Stefan, Ashish, Manchester derby predictions.
I go with City.
One sec. Sorry. Sujoy first.
I'll go with City because I think Amorim is going to get sacked now. And it's just the easy way
Okay,
to go. City
okay,
is going
Stefan.
to steamroll.
Yeah, I'm going with City as well. I think City have too
Uh,
much in the tank for United right now.
what will the scoreline be? Do you think Haaland scores a hat trick, or will it be a decent scoreline for United to
Yeah,
take it?
captain Haaland this game week, so I need a
Same
Haaland
man,
hat trick
same.
for sure.
Dude, same. Isak really disappointed me, but what do you think the score will be, Ashish?
Oh,
Like, is it going to? Would it be a 3-0, 4-0 scoreline or just a 1-0 easy defeat to
Actually,
United?
United haven't been too bad, but I don't think they'll win, but they'll play well. They haven't been too bad. They might score a goal, I think.
But in the end, your City will come on top to win the
Yeah,
game.
yeah. I don't think United will win. City will win this game.
Perfect. So we are all on the City bandwagon today. Perfect. All right. So that wraps up this episode of the Bearded Touchline. Big thanks to Ashish, Sujoy, and Stefan for the brilliant takes today. Make sure to follow the show, share it with your football crew, and we'll catch you on the next one. Until then, stay passionate, stay on the touchline, and always keep the beard sharp. Thank you.